I want to come on here and just thank opposition. I've decided to call everyone who wants to poke at me and just cook everyone in the same basket and entitle it opposition. So I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited that you have chosen to poke at me, badger me, harass me because I am so motivated. I didn't even know I had a presence to be verbal in front of the camera. I've always been secluded and sort of just been verbal in conversations one-on-one or in group conversations or expressive on paper. So I am so excited that you harass me and tell me that everyone is somebody, but who's Vicky LeBlanc? I'm always somebody to me, and I always will be. So I come on here smiling, raining, shining, and inviting you to do the same, and thanking you and saying to keep it up. And in addition to that, I say all of that came from a post that I put on last night, but somehow I went through this morning, and it was just talking about some hackers' activity, and they're taking things even a step further as far as to put criminal activity and criminal records, please forgive me, criminal records, erase criminal records and deportation records and things like that. All of this is working in conjunction with political funding and affairs. So you have the white collar crime going on, the assembly of criminals who are conducting this activity, this political funding for corporate America, white collar, big politicians. As I say, everything is related as this is a political year, political term, an election term, please forgive me. And so you have that combination working together. I always put myself out there, the naked truth, and I think opposition, this whole group, this tier, who have put it on their agenda to slander and show that, hey, you appear to be a goody two-shoe, but you're not, you're like me. First of all, that's a lot of effort and a lot of mental torment towards yourself. But here's the difference. Okay, now I'm naked, I'm out there, but all you have to do is ask me, and I would have told you, okay, well, this is in progress, and this is in the works. But nonetheless, if it has to come out that this is how you wanted it to come out for some gains and wins for your self-confidence and for your team, so be it. But now that I am out there in your definition of truth, of nakedness and everything that you could think of, here's the difference. I don't like that person. I don't want to identify with any of that. I appeal to myself not to be that. So that's the difference. Not, my mentality is not, oh wow, well, okay, I'm disgusting, rapacious, just like you and someone else, and now I've justified the person that I don't like. No, I'm chasing and running after something else. I'm chasing and running after the better me that I've always had that mentality. Again, with people are just so bent on saying, "Whoa, okay, well you're not that goody two shoes, and you don't have Victoria's Secret underwear, so don't ask me to be GQ." First of all, again, that's a lot of energy wasting on things like that. But again, I beg you to discover the difference. I don't want to identify with certain things. I don't want to be certain things. And even if I am, and if I'm having a difficulty, my cry is, what's going to be done about it? What do I have to do to change it, to get over it? Not to find a group, a clan that identifies with the habit, the root, and then claim that it's okay and define it as okay. Create a new definition, hence then a larger crowd, hence then a bill, and hence then a legislative provision to then say it's legal, okay, and then here we are in the state of America that we are in. So I gladly put forth mistakes that you've seen, but taking a stance that that's not what I want, that's not what I want to be. So where's your stand? Where is your name in this? And I'm not looking for a name or position. Please understand that I'm looking for Vicky's name, Vicky's position. And it will draw nigh to me. What I have is deeper. The flow in me is deeper than you can even understand. So for you who took the time out this morning to let me know that I can still fit this in my schedule in the morning, go run, be mommy, then still go take care of my affairs and still make it to work. So thank you. And I just really hope that you would, I sincerely hope that you would just take the time to recognize the difference in trip-ups and addictions that everyone's so bent on exploring and putting me on the stands to see. If you would have just put a mic in front of me, then I would have given you some responses, some explanations, some answers. But if it had to come out the way it did, movie role, movie plays, and for you to have some sort of plot, of scenery. And for the other side, people who just had good intentions, kudos to you. So this is for the group that constantly has something to say and wants some internal approval, so they spend time pointing fingers on someone else who's trying to set roles and examples. And for that excellent comment that I posted on Facebook a long time, be the change that you want to see, be the example that you want to see, or something of that nature. Be the role model for your children. And I'm sure those are all similar, models that we've heard. But I do recall posting something like that, and recently someone has said to me that it insinuated, I want to say, that I'm not living up to that based on my life's actions. Mind you, this is from a group of people who purposely put a watchdog out, send some things in the way. But I don't care. I could care less, because the difference is if I'm wallowing in pig's dirt and want to eat my food again, that's the problem. So I say to you, it's not that you won't trip and fall or taste some of your own feces, because it's what pigs do. But to stay in that and to gloat in it and then say, I have made money off of you, and I still continue to do so, and I'm going to still continue to do these horrible acts inside with the clan. And let me leave here with a strict example of this jail omission. You may say, well, you have done something and it's been omitted and God forgive you, whatever. But there's still consequences for my actions. Forgiveness is there, but just like in any relationship, if I tell my son, don't touch that stove, don't touch that stove, okay, and he decides to touch it, there's still the consequences of feeling the burn, even though I go through the healing process with him and mend the pain, get a Band-Aid, get some ointment. He's still feeling the pain, and it still takes some time to heal, even though love is present and consequences come. Okay, their consequences are involved. Now, for the individual who feels like there's no consequences. I don't have to adhere to them, or there's a better and greater good, or okay, well, nanny nanny boo boo, I got you. I think you should be the one that's reading the sign over that I've posted on Facebook. And this even shouldn't even be about a you're better than me person challenge. Who has time for that? Who has time for that? I say again. And this sort of behavior again exists between the group of people that I identify with as my heritage. We're the only people spend so much time wrestling in a wrestling match against each other instead of bringing it to the place that needs to. Now, when Governor Christie omits a record, that would be a good thing for more employment. But under what standards? Now, who's left to know who's the murderer and who's not? Can you, is forgiveness in play? Of course it is. But we have a whole line of people who believe in robbing, thieving, stealing. Not, oops, I did it, I shouldn't have done it. I'm going to tell someone else that this is a culture that has been bred, and it's a belief system. So now the people who have now, the pharaoh who are in charge and are now adhering to their belief system, have been now taking the position to change the law to adapt to their system. Now, instead of us as a people come together and, challenge that, come up with an adequate plan to challenge that, we're challenging each other. All right, so I think I've gone over my time. I kind of want to, now that I've known that I can just get up and do this, thanks to my friends out there, my friends oppositions who kind of recognize that this is something that I can do and kind of find my voice and voice myself vocally. Thank you. And keep sending me things. I'm so glad that you studied me and recognize how I operate and know what pushes my button. All right, well, now I'm off. Thank you. Have a wonderful, beautiful, joyful day, and I will talk to you soon.